Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, or welcome to my YouTube channel if you're new here. I'm Melissa, and today we're going to do a little Depop and talk. If you're new here and you're like, what the heck is a Depop and talk? How did I find this video? Well, I am a full-time Depop seller. I also have a website. If you don't have Depop, I will be posting stuff up onto the website. Hold me accountable to posting the new stuff to the website right now. And I thought this was like a fun segment. I started about maybe a year and a half ago, and I post probably once a month a Depop and talk where I talk to you guys about certain things that are happening, current events in the world, my life, whatever I feel like while we take Depop photos. This is just a good video to throw on. It's quite long. It's almost like a little podcast, but with like fashion. To throw on while you're doing your Depop, while you're doing your little tasks around the house, while you're working out, while you're studying, whatever it is, come along for the ride. And today I do have a plan. We have a plan. Your girl has notes, okay? We are doing trends, 2025 fall fashion trends, things that I've been loving, things that I've been seeing, things I think, what's happening. So I'm going to do Depop photos talking about fall 2025 fashion trends. I will do a little update, a life update. I will do a little bit of this and that, but without further ado, also, don't you guys love my new nightgown? These are like my new favorite things to just like frolic around the house in, are these vintage nightgowns, specifically the ones that I can't sell because they're a little beat up. And I'm like, you know what? She's coming home with me. So yes, without further ado, let's get our first fit on and let's get into this video. I feel like this is kind of one that we've been seeing a lot over the summer, but Boho has been making such a big has it ever really went out of style? Like, I have always been a really big kind of boho girl, especially in the fall time. I feel like I just gravitate toward, like the browns and the paisley prints, but specifically I've been loving tassels on everything recently. And like, I feel like this is very inspired from like Stella McCartney and Chloe, very like 2008, but also it's giving like 60s, 70s, like boho. There really is something about the fall time that just has me gravitate towards an outfit like this, and I think it's so fun. I think heading into the fall time, it would not make sense to not include some sort of like a shaggy fur jacket. Faux fur, this is actually faux fur, but also vintage furs I think are like obviously going to be so big again. I think that everybody can agree that having a vintage fur is a staple in our wardrobe now. I do not have any up here with me in terms of real fur because all of mine is thrifted, and I know that's a little bit controversial with the real fur, but again, I want to get into the real fur in keeping. Obviously we don't source real fur now, but vintage real fur is actually very respectful to wear if it was made a long time ago, obviously, in terms of respecting the animal and letting that animal live on, essentially. So I do have quite the collection of furs myself. Actually, one of my favorites is from my grandma. I don't have it, it's downstairs, but I will go into my coat closet up here and kind of play around with some of the furs that we have in there. Like, this one is definitely something, like anything that's like kind of fun faux or fun fur. This is actually faux as well, but I just love the pattern of this one. This is definitely, I don't even think this would like necessarily go with this look. The other one definitely. So let's put that one on for now. Okay, literally so obsessed with this, and it's not even that heavy. So it is such a good transitional piece for the fall to winter time. This would actually be such a good jacket for me to take to Romania, which I am going back to Romania. If you guys wanted a little life update, I'll give little tidbits here and there in this video, but specifically we're focusing on the trends. I'm going back to Romania. I'm 90% positive. Things change every month to month, but for right now, I will be going back to Romania. My boyfriend signed to a team back in Brasov, so we'll be going back to Brasov, but I'm hoping to go to Bucharest a little bit more. I love that city. This truthfully has got to be one of my favorite looks, and one of my favorite things to transition from the summertime into fall is like a knitted dress, or it's more like a tunic, but like this is, I don't know if somebody hand knitted this because this is absolutely insane. This was an Edmonton find. I feel like Edmonton has the best thrifting, and oh my gosh, this is just like boho on another level. Like, I love it. Boho does not always mean that you need to be wearing neutrals. I think you can like mix and match. Like, obviously, even for me, like, I feel like I always gravitate when I'm like, okay, boho. Like, if I'm going to like a boho like themed party, I'm like, okay, neutrals. But I feel like this is so good. This sweater dress is perfect. I'm literally obsessed. These boots are amazing. This bag is amazing. The belt maybe is not even needed, but I felt like the blue just like went with the blue so well that I had to include it. Sometimes less maybe is more because I took the belt off and I'm literally so obsessed. This might be a keep. Like, this is so fire. Definitely more of a corporate take, but hell yeah, I am here for a suit set. This vintage suit set. You could obviously wear them with just the pants or the jacket in other fits, which is so versatile. And I love, honestly, also kind of like digging this red bag with it. Not completely boho. I feel like this is taking like boho that like the influencers are wearing to Coachella, to the corporate world, and like making it your own. Very like very like TV show-esque that is, you know, placed in the 70s. I'm obsessed. I mean, like, come on. I have no words. Fringe has also been everywhere. It's going to be here to stay for a little while. I love a fringe bag. This gorgeous one right here, I'm going to put this one up on Depop. I've had this for so long and I just don't get enough wear out of it, and I think somebody else will really enjoy it. Obviously, I don't get a lot of wear of anything because I'm never home. So I've started to go through my collection of things. This I just got in Europe, which she will be staying with me because I'm like, hey, if I had to decide between the two, I'm going to pick this one. This one with this fit is incredible. Obviously, corduroy. I'm loving corduroy. I feel like corduroy kind of fits in between a little bit. It can go like boho, but it can also go lean into the next couple trends that we're going to talk about, which is the 70s or like preppy style look. I feel like all of these trends kind of can lean into each other a little bit. There's a lot of overlap because we're just seeing a lot of, you can just basically wear anything and trends are a little pointless, but I thought this would be a fun video regardless. We're seeing fringe all over boots, bags, coats. I love fringe. Even these pants have a little fringe happening. A lot of suede. I love suede. I'm on the hunt for a lot of suede bags like this one. Literal perfection. This is a BB tunic top. I feel like you could also rock this with some jeans, like once it gets a little chillier. But I had a little commotion for the boots. I had to show off the boots. I love a wing sleeve. I think a wing sleeve always goes. I still think that big chunky jewelry, a lot of bangles, we're still going to see a lot of that. Whether it's like in this brown color or a lot of silver, which we'll get into a little bit later. Oh, this outfit. This outfit. So as I was talking about suede, these are actually, I don't know if I ended up showing you guys these in a vlog like a few months ago, but I thrifted these, or I found them at the bins like mid-summer. They're suede Stella McCartney. What are they, like heeled wedged boots? And they are literally, oh my god, this fit. This is literally everything. They fit me so perfect. I think these got to be a keep for me. Oh my gosh. And with the earrings, I don't know if you guys can see my fun earrings. When I was going through my inventory, I was thinking about moving a lot of my like more summery things into storage for the year, but with like this kind of like boho look and like the boho that I've been seeing so much, I feel like a lot of these are very wearable in the fall time. Like a lot of the like flowy, more bohemian, even like maybe not necessarily a hard white, but anything that's like a little more off-white. I sold one literally last week. It's getting a little chillier out, but I feel like these are still so wearable. I do know that a lot of the world is still extremely hot, and that's why I'm like, am I even starting to put up like these furs and stuff? But I feel like we are trying to transition into fall a little bit, and even like the lighter weight one that I showed you was like the perfect piece for that. But this is another piece that I'm like, you know what, these are perfect. So if you have a few of these in your wardrobe that you were wearing in the summertime, I feel like this is the perfect transitional piece, especially paired with a pair of cutie little corduroy pants and some mules. I feel like mules are also a very good transitional fall piece. These are actually from Sarah. Shout out to Sarah. They're so cute. So I feel like these are also a really good transitional piece as well. And yeah, so we're not headed straight into the boots and the furs. We're making a little transition. This is something that I feel like we'll be seeing a little bit. I know that people have been big into the basket trend. I can't get behind it. It's not really my style, but I definitely could see the vision. I could see the vision here. I could. Speaking of Isabel Marant, as I said, she's been very inspirational, very boho inspired. I mean, she's always kind of leaned that way, her and Chloe, but this is an Isabel Marant piece, and I was like, this kind of goes to two of the trends that I'm going to be talking about, but again, it's kind of a little bit leaning into the boho. But another big trend that we have been seeing is like preppy style, a lot of rugby shirts, a lot of stripes. I've been seeing a ton of stripes with you, which you guys know I love a good stripe. So I feel like this has to be mentioned. I feel like this kind of can lean between the two trends. I definitely need a little top underneath that's a little see-through and not YouTube appropriate, but this is the cutest little top that I've ever seen. I'm literally so obsessed with this little knit. It's so good. Speaking of course, tassels are such a big part of boho, but I feel like we cannot forget about crochet, even leading into the fall time. As a layered piece, you could layer this over a long sleeve. So freaking cute. Another trend that I've been seeing a lot, I guess this is number 2, would be preppy style. A lot of stripes, a lot of rugby shirts, it's preppy, but in my personal opinion, I think preppy looks best mixed with sporty. I don't necessarily gravitate toward super preppy all the time, but it is a style that I actually really like. Like, this is so cute. I love this skirt. I love a stripe, so that maybe is where my preppy is in my wardrobe, but I just love a good polo. I used to thrift so many polos, and I feel like I'm gonna start to go into the little boy section again, into the men's section, find some like smaller fitting polos that could really look cute and kind of lean toward this like preppy style a little bit. I feel like it's really cute for fall, and I really love it with a pair of flat socks, like maybe without the socks, but you know, it is fall. No, definitely not without the socks. That's for sure. But super cute. This could even lean toward maybe even just putting on a running shoe. This might be a little bit too much for people with the samba, but I actually kind of am digging it. I do kind of love this. I love a stripe, so I feel like you guys know that this is I'm kind of eating this down. I do also love this like with a mini skirt. I genuinely think I just created the cutest little outfit for the preppy type of trend, the preppy vibe. I actually have a lot more of this in my wardrobe than I think. I just don't play with it a lot. I don't put it together a lot. I don't know why, but it's not something I gravitate towards. However, I think it is so adorable for the fall time. This is so cute. We're gonna see a lot of like collared shirts, layering, Polo Ralph Lauren, Lacoste, Tommy Hilfiger. I feel like those are all brands, and you know what's so funny? Also, Burberry. I feel like everybody's talking about it's going to be a Burberry fall. It's going to be a Burberry fall, and here I am with a ton of little cutie Burberry pieces. I feel like we're going to see a lot of that. Honestly, so cute for back to school. Imagine on campus, how cute is this? Maybe not so many of a mini skirt, but I think this is adorable. I don't know. I don't know why I don't gravitate towards this. I think I gravitate toward more of like sporty. Like, I would put this on maybe instead, and that would be more of the preppy look for me. But we're seeing a lot of like the rugby shirt and the collared shirts and the layering and everything. I mean, this has been around forever, but this is what I feel like I'm kind of seeing a little bit, and oh my gosh, this is so fun to experiment with. For me, enjoying these trends is taking some of the pieces that I would consider in more of each trend. Like this I would put in like the preppier trend probably, like it's kind of giving like pleated skirt but denim, and then mixing and matching that one part of the trend with other different pieces that I like. I feel like that to me screams fashion more than anything, because when you go to one trend it's like too cosplay and then your whole wardrobe has to be that. But if you just want to take bits and pieces from each trend, or each style even, and put pieces together in that sense, I don't know. That's just personally where I'm going with this stuff, is like, I like the preppy look, but I don't think I would ever go for full preppy. I think I need to mix and match and mix and match a little bit. I would personally categorize this in the preppy. I feel like this is so cute, like so back to school. I'm not going back to school. I haven't been back to school in many, many years, but I feel like this would be so cute. And then obviously, like, you can wear it like this if it's warmer out still, but layering it with like a long sleeve black underneath would be so cute. This definitely fits for me in the preppy trend. You know what I realize is just like taking the trends and making it your own is the best way that I'm going to explain these trends for you, because it makes sense in my head. So hopefully it'll make sense to you guys. Going along with the preppy style, I think we're gonna see pencil skirts, definitely worn a little bit more casually. I'm sure you guys see or wear them to the office. Do you wear these to the office now? I feel like the office is more of a casual place to dress now. Maybe I'm wrong. A girl who has never been in an office for at least 10 years. Okay, so I'm thinking, I did work in an office one time. Did you guys know that? I did work at a bank, the back office, in 2014 for 2 summers in university. Okay? Girl has work experience. If I need to get back out there in the corporate world, I would actually be dressing like such a baddie in the corporate world now, I feel. Actually, maybe you get lazy and you don't want to dress every day. I don't know. Anyways, off topic. I think more in a casual way. You know, I don't know, if you guys were in college in 2014, 2015, even in high school for me, our going out apparel were pencil skirts. I don't even know if this is a pencil skirt. Usually pencil skirts maybe are a little bit tighter at the bottom. I do have some other ones. Pencil skirts, kind of going along in that preppy-esque type of style that we're seeing a lot of. Pencil skirts, so cute. I feel like a tweed pink pencil skirt would probably eat. I don't know about this look on me, if I love it too much. I think it's really cute. It's kind of giving like Sabrina Carpenter, very girly, super cutie. I don't know, super fun. Definitely a trend that we'll be seeing. And another one we might as well mention while we're here, polka dots are not going anywhere. In fact, my new blinds, or what are these called? My new drapes? My new curtains are pink polka dots. They're not going anywhere. Polka dots are here to stay. I think we're going to see polka dots in a lot of different ways, in colors, in different shades. Brown polka dots. I have this brown polka dotted skirt, a couple actually, that are so cute. I think that polka dots are definitely also here to stay. Another trend. I think we're here for the pencil skirt resurgence. Okay, kind of giving Beetlejuice in the best way possible. This skirt is old seductions. I swear I had this like 10 years ago, but this is kind of a crazy, I never thought I'd be wearing a pencil skirt again, or even any sort of a tight midi skirt again, but I'm kind of here for it, and I'm kind of loving the lime green. This also is kind of mixing and matching like two of my big eras, my college era and then my lime green era. Hello? Oh, and then also with the peep toe, I feel like we're gonna see a lot of peep toes, and for us girlies with the ugly toes, it's kind of helping our case, you know? We don't have to have the full toes out, but just like the big toe, because the big toe is probably the only toe that's actually cute of mine. So I am definitely here for this trend. I literally am obsessed. I actually think I vibe with this one even more. I kind of love that I'm bringing trends together with the polka dots, the lime green coming back, and the peep toe, and the pencil skirt. Obviously, the Balenciaga City bag. This is a little fakey one that I thrifted, but it gives what it needs to give. It does what it needs to do. I think I'm loving this look. This is so fun. I think the glasses really put the cherry on top for this type of a vibe. I'm literally so obsessed. This is so cute. The next trend is slip skirts. In the discovery of putting slip skirts over jeans, which I have been seeing slip skirts over jeans, like worn over jeans with a top, I thought this was kind of cute. I don't know why, but I do know why. I love lace. I think the trend of lingerie, wearing lingerie out, specifically slip dresses, specifically romantic looking pieces, some really romantic, really cute pieces are definitely going to stay in style. I have been seeing a lot of slip dresses over jeans going into the fall. I saw a lot of slip dresses, slip skirts over jeans going into the fall time. I saw a lot of slip dresses and a lot of slip skirts without jeans in the summertime. And it just makes sense that we are kind of figuring out ways to wear everything in every season. And I feel like that's kind of what I love about fashion right now, is it's just anything goes. Anything goes. Although I am talking about trends, we've seen all these trends. They might not even be trends right now. They could have been around for a while. Like, what is really even a trend these days? I feel like anything really kind of goes. But just talking about certain things that I've been seeing a lot: street style, on the runway, just on Pinterest, people have been wearing, what I've been loving. So yeah, slip skirts is the one. But in styling the slip skirt over the jeans, I thought this could be actually kind of a cute look with a little shoulder bag. This is actually something that is kind of interesting. I don't know if this is the exact what I was looking for. I don't know if dark wash jeans would be a little bit better. Sorry, I'm literally just playing with my background. I don't know how this is going to turn out on camera. There's something missing, or there's something wrong. Maybe a white underneath instead of the pink. I do like the pink and the red though. Maybe the boots. Maybe we don't put the pointy boots. Maybe we put like more of a playful shoe that's not black. But this is kind of the vibe of what I was looking for. Also, maybe a chunky sweater. I just don't have the right chunky sweater that I want to put on this. I mean, okay, let me try this. I, oddly enough, actually like this better. Actually, it's not that odd because I just do love black. But now my thought process is like, why not a black slip skirt on this? But maybe it won't pop as much, but I feel like that's kind of cute. Like, that's kind of the vibe. I actually think the knit should be a little bit chunkier. I was gonna go for the graphic t-shirt, but it looked a little corny. It didn't fit just right. I did find the black slip skirt. This is where you could almost start playing with the top a little bit more and adding like different things or trying different things out. I don't know if it's for me necessarily, but I think it's kind of cute. But I also feel like this slip skirt is a little bit on the shorter side. And when I pull it down a little bit, maybe it's a shorter slip. So I don't know. I think it could work. I think it could be kind of cute, but I do feel like, I don't know if the lighter color over the jeans was necessarily for me. I've been seeing it a lot. I think this is my version of it a little bit more. But in general, we've just been seeing a lot of slip skirts, a lot of romantic type of lacy tops, and overcoats, like lingerie overcoats. I've been seeing a lot of. I think that they're so cute to layer for a night out to keep you a little bit more warm, but like also looking cute. Correct me if I'm wrong, but okay, so I thought this was a shawl. Like, I thought this was a little, and it might just be that, but again, going along with like the sexy lingerie, I thought this was like a little overcoat, but it looks more like it could be a top, and it like has an open back, because this covers your boobage like just right, and just exactly in the right place. Correct me if I'm wrong, okay? But this is why I love this trend so much. I love lace. I think that this is so hot. Imagine going out in this. I think I just put together the cutest outfit so far. Look at this lingerie overcoat. I love wearing lingerie overcoats. I love wearing lingerie in ways that you can like style them outside of the bedroom, of course. I think this is so cute. I love an all white or like off-white outfit. I feel like you look so angelic, and you just like look so cutesy. I absolutely love the sequin bag and the leopard print or the animal print flats. I feel like this is definitely one of the best fits so far. I love the corduroy pants. They fit me so nicely too. You can't really see, but they have like a little strap, Velcro strap here, and just sucks you in. Okay. I'm obsessed with this look. I might have to keep these pants for sure, but definitely the bag. The bag is mine. Sorry. Sequins, I feel like we've been seeing them all summer, even last, like we see them in the wintertime in terms of the holiday season. I feel like a lot of people gravitate to wearing sequins, but wearing sequins in a more casual, cute way, I feel like we've been seeing it a lot more. I think that, again, just going with that anything goes. Like, you don't have to just save your sequins for a fun party. I've been wearing sequins like the most casual ways recently, just with a graphic t-shirt. So fun, so cute. I would also pair maybe a pair of sneakers with this look. I just think sequins are so fun, and we all have sequins in our wardrobe. They see the world once a year. Why not bring them out and let them have their moment every once in a while, not only on holidays? And I feel like we all have one of these skirts at this point. I have actually been loving a graphic t-shirt recently. For so long, I was like, I don't look through that aisle. I was like, don't need graphic t-shirts. If they come to me, they come to me. Recently, I have been loving a graphic t-shirt, especially with like a little mini skirt. This is very like Hailey Bieber-esque. This is very basic Hailey Bieber-esque of me, but super cute. I think it's fun. I also love a colored sequin skirt, a colored sequin anything, sequin bags, sequins and accessories. Please, please. We love a environmentally friendly trend, and I feel like that's what sequins is. Sequins is saying that piece in your wardrobe does not have to sit around and be worn once. You do not need to donate it after being worn out to a fancy party. You can incorporate it into your everyday looks. Shout out to fashion for being environmentally friendly. In terms of sequins, I had to take this out of my archive. This New York sequined jersey. Oh my god, this is insane. Like, this is probably one of my greatest thrift finds. It says New York on the back too. It is literally stunning, but this is the type of piece that like low-key, like I've had this and I'm like, oh, I need to save it for a special occasion. No, this is the type of stuff that you can just be pulling out and wearing on an everyday casual basis right now because sequins are so in. Okay, and I'm looking at this outfit and I'm like, wait, what about a little slip over top? What do we think? I could pull it up so it's on like a little bit of a diagonal. Are we getting behind the slip over the pants trend? I can't decide. More sequins. I actually sold so many sequins over the summertime. I feel like a lot of these trends, I have a lot of these pieces, but I had so many more of these pieces because I feel like they've been kind of in style for the last few months. And now we're kind of just like seeing them transition into fall. So, like, something like this you could wear in the summertime and also transition and wear it in the fall time. So, another little sequin piece that I love. The next trend that I've been seeing a lot of is color mixing. Less patterns and more straight color mixing. Like, if it feels wrong, it just might actually be right. Like, who is putting this together? Probably not a lot of people, but if it looks a little funky, it actually kind of works, if you know what I'm saying. I feel like I'm kind of hitting on a couple trends with this outfit, actually. These kind of winged, this one's not winged, but these blazer jackets that are a little bit more fitted. I do love like a winged blazer jacket. I'm wearing it as a top. Definitely, definitely, definitely. Also hitting on purple. Purple is another one of the colors of the season. Okay, I know we get a lot of purple hate here, but I'm actually kind of digging this deeper magenta color for the fall time. I feel like this kind of, I lost my train of thought because my camera died, but capes, color blocking or color mismatching, solid color mismatching. I feel like we're kind of gravitating away from certain patterns, funky patterns, certain patterns. I feel like we're sticking with like the patterns that never go out of style, the Burberry, the animal print, the polka dots, those are always in style, but we're seeing a little bit more color happening. I think the last few seasons we were kind of sticking to neutrals. I was seeing a lot of neutrals. We were going back to just minimalism, basic, no color. And I think now we're kind of delving into a little bit more color again. And this makes sense to me. 2, 3, 4 trends we're hitting on. The purple, a trend. 5, the sequins, a trend. The like cape jackets or the blazer jackets, the fitted blazer jackets, trend. Blue, also a trend. Purple, also a color. I think there's 5 colors that we're gonna be hitting on. But kind of digging the look. I do think I even like this even better with the lime green. Obviously, I'm loving this shirt. This shirt is going to be a staple for me, but I think I'm loving this even more than the blue. And then just adding a funky bag. I do think that animal print is still gonna be in style, just not screen printed animal print necessarily, a vintage animal print. Like you can tell this bag is probably from the 90s. And I just feel like there has to be, I think all animal print can go. It just can't be a cheesy looking animal print. And I don't know if that's gonna take wrong, but that's just my opinion. It's in my head, I can tell the difference. I don't even know how to explain the difference. I'll try to put some like things on that like are like cheesy, not cheesy, but please don't get offended if you own these items. It's just, you can still definitely wear them. It's just in my opinion, and I don't want to like throw anybody off because I also was wearing these things back in like probably last year, a few years ago, and now it's just like, you know what, the animal print, it never goes out of style, but gravitating toward older vintage looking pieces. There can be like newer pieces that are made that are not cheesy, but I just find my brain does that, and I'm sorry. But obviously loving this green shirt. I think it's gonna be a staple for me this spring, this fall. In this fall time, maybe this color is going to be a staple. Maybe I need to find a lime green leather jacket. However, if you believe, you can achieve. Like this right here, I achieved. I'm kind of literally obsessed with this. In terms of wearing color right now, this is what I'm going for. This might not be everybody's cup of tea, and I know a lot of people are kind of leaning away or going away from color, and I just think like, what is a way that we can start to implement color into our wardrobes again? And maybe that's not everybody, but how fun is this? No patterns needed, just a bunch of basic colored items, solid colors. You can go any which way. Oh my god, I'm literally obsessed with this. And if it's a little like, this is a perfect fall look with that if you want to use color. I just got this jacket. I think this is so fun. I'm obsessed. Another way to just mix and match some color, if you don't want to go all out with too much, you can just keep it on the top. Look at this gorgeous bag. I love red and blue together too. So good. This was on my Pinterest board, and then I thrifted it the next day. I call that thrift manification, but like manification. What? Thrift manifestation. I'm obsessed. Even we could take it up a notch. We could. Like, this is perfect with some dark wash jeans. Just keep it a little bit more simple. So cute. Put some chunky boots on, chunky black boots. Keep the bottom nice and basic. Keep all the color on top. I'm loving this. Another mixing and matching of colors. This butter yellow has been everywhere in the summertime, so I'm sure a lot of people have a lot of this color in their wardrobe. And how do you bring that into the fall time? Again, I love cobalt blue, and this is not necessarily something that I would gravitate toward myself in terms of style with the skirt, but I am absolutely loving this look. Like, I think this is so cute. This is such a good transitional fall, summer to fall look. And I love the skirt. I think I just love yellow and blue together so much. Oh my god, this is so good. I do feel this is a little bit more me. I think this is so cute. I don't know where this top's from. It says Coach. There's a paper tag on the side, so it's vintage. I actually need to do a little research. but I think it's so cute. It's like, this is definitely more me, if you know what I'm saying. Like, it leans a little bit Y2K. I love mixing and matching like newer trends or certain styles that are like a little bit more chic right now with Y2K. And I feel like this just speaks to me, and it's a little bit sporty too. It kind of leans into that sporty, preppy style, and I just absolutely think this is the cutest little fit. Cutest little fit. Okay, peep toe and polka dotted. This red, kind of like crimson red color. Obviously, you guys know I am an advocate for red. I love red. It has also been super big in terms of colors that we're seeing. I mean, I feel like we've been seeing the red bag. Like, the red bag trend has been around for a little bit. Like, red is just, I think red's one of those colors that I actually do not sell a lot of personally, unless it's in a bag. People don't love to wear red, but this like more crimson colored red, a little bit more of a darker red, like an oxblood, is definitely one of the colors that you're going to see a little bit more this year. And unfortunately, this doesn't fit me. I actually bought this yesterday hoping it would fit me because I love, and I think it's FMX. It's like a really good brand that I love to find their basics in. And this color was everything. Wearing it with these polka dotted little peep toe shoes. So cute. But yeah, such a good color. Such a good color. And maybe I'm biased. Also, these jeans. Okay, these jeans, if you guys know, in Europe, I bought, maybe you guys don't know, I did buy a pair of, this has also been a big trend, is like the super high cuff. So I bought these in December, not these exact ones, but similarly. If you saw the other Depops and Talks, I was using it to style. If you saw my, where was I? Brash off videos, you guys would have seen them, but somebody asked to buy them off of me, and I was like, I kind of missed them. And then I saw these. These are like ultra tall jeans. They're DKNY, but they're ultra tall. These are made for somebody who is 6'2", okay? And I was like, wait, I could literally roll those up and have the same look. So maybe this is a little cheat code if you're in the market for a pair of these like higher cuffed or roll up cuff jeans. These are perfect. Maybe I should start selling, because I definitely have a lot of jeans that are like for taller, long and lean. I think that they're usually called long and lean, the ones that I get, but perfect. And then if I don't want to have them cuffed, you can uncuff them and wear big boots. And oh my god, I'm obsessed. Am I a genius? This has definitely been around forever, but I'm gonna consider myself a genius for this. The next trends that we're gonna be seeing, not really a trend, I guess these are more like styles instead of trends in some aspects, but very like country chic, very a lot of like trench coats, I feel like a lot of this color right here, suede, Burberry, plaid, trench coats, riding boots. These are not even riding boots, but I had just been wiped clean of all my riding boots on Depop. A lot of boots, a lot of this color of boot, a lot of plaid, Burberry. I don't know, like it's very much like I'm from a small town about to go to the city. I'm very chic, maybe like cottage chic. Like I feel like if you live in Muskoka and you're going out for dinner, maybe this is what you would wear. Maybe I'm so off on this. Maybe it's like the Hamptons. If you're at the Hamptons and you're going out for dinner, very like cottage chic, like that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting from all this. But yeah, a lot of plaid. Like, how cute is this little plaid top? I love this type of coat for the fall. I feel like this is very fall. I mean, everything I feel like I'm showing you is kind of very fall, but definitely another couple of trends, or the trend. I guess this is a style more than a trend, like a style trend, a trend style that you're going to see. It's not necessarily one specific piece. I think certain times I'm telling you guys certain pieces or patterns that are in style, and sometimes I'm telling you guys certain like styles. Now this right here is a classic look. This right here, everybody needs a trench coat in their wardrobe for sure. And my one friend who's been asking me to pick her up a trench coat, I'm working on it, I promise. This one, I literally would give this one to her. I have two that are for petite, so I think this actually fits me almost. Like, it's not long, it's like a kind of like a midi trench, but oh my gosh, I'm so here for this. And I just love a pop of color with this type of a look. Yes, everybody needs a trench coat. And also my Adidas, these eat with this outfit. Oh, this is kind of everything that I kind of envisioned for this look and for these shoes, and I'm so obsessed. I got these when I was in Romania. They're kind of like, they're cow printed. This is kind of what I mean when I say if you're gonna get something animal printed, get something like this. Even in a newer look, I don't know, it doesn't look like screen printed or anything like cheesy-esque. Shh. We're doing a video. This bag is quite literally obviously speaking to me for this trend, but okay, mixing and matching all these leathers kind of looks so sexy. I'm obsessed. Also, this sweater, I feel like this little detail screams the country chic, you know, it's a little horsey detail. I think that this is so good. I love this green leather. No way. Hello? Okay, this is so cute. You know what's funny is I started really just putting outfits together and I'm like, okay, wait, this kind of looks like this trend. Instead of being like, okay, what can I fit into a box? I'm like just putting outfits together and I am like, okay, this fits in this one, this fits in this one, this kind of is that. Instead of just being like, okay, let's focus on this one, let's focus on this one. And my outfits have gotten so much better. I feel like I haven't mentioned this yet, but capes could potentially just be in their own category. I think that some of the plaid capes that I've been loving, I guess I did kind of mention it. I don't know if I mentioned it yet, but I feel like capes are another trend. You could almost, if you don't want like ponchos, capes, if you don't want to fully splurge on a cape, I mean, there's tons like crochet, there's tons at the thrift store, but even if you have like a big scarf, like a big wide scarf, you could totally pull that out and give it like its cape, like place it on yourself like it's a cape and you can see if you like it or not. Kind of an angelic look. Like I'm loving these pants. I think I need to keep. I didn't even mention the fact that they have zippers down the back that you can like undo. So if you wear boots or something, you can see the back of the boots. Hello? Cancel the other bag. Look at this with this bag. The blue, just kind of pulling the blue out of, oh, okay, this is kind of fitting in the boho. I'm obsessed. I feel like this has kind of been one of my go-to styles for the last little bit, and I think we're seeing it a little bit more. I felt like everybody was going a little bit more toward very simple, basic pieces, very minimalist, as some would say, and I kind of found myself leaning toward more minimalist items. Simply, a lot of it had to do with me traveling, and it's just like super easy to pack. A lot of minimalist items, they just make sense when you're traveling for so long. So I have been seeing a lot of minimalism, but like maximalist minimalism. So what that means is you kind of see like this black dress here, super just a black dress, but it's not just a black dress. There's like a little bit more elevation to it. It has this big cowl neck. I love the shape. It's a little bit more extreme, some exaggerated proportions. Similarly to a bag like this, I mean, studding and any sort of, I feel like silver or studs, grommets has been really big as well. Something else that I have personally been loving a lot. I've been loving black a lot recently. I feel like I've been gravitating towards a lot of black recently, but anything that's like, you guys know, I love an elevated basic. I love layering funky basics together. Like imagine like a big white puffy blouse under this. I think that's kind of what the people who were wearing like very basic pieces are going to start to lean towards a little bit. Maybe some odd layering, some little tweaks here and there that are a little subtle, that just like make the outfit look a little bit less just plain ordinary. I feel like that's kind of what I'm leaning towards. I mean, I kind of was always there, but I was shockingly leaning towards more simplistic pieces, simplistic outfits. And then I was like, how am I elevating these outfits and finding ways to elevate without adding a lot of color? Because when I'm traveling, it's very hard to pack a lot of color, a lot of funky one-off pieces, because it's like I can wear this once and then it's like, okay, it's been worn and it doesn't go with everything. So that's kind of what I find has been very popular, and I think we're seeing a lot more of it now, which is good because that's what I've been rocking a lot recently too. But I just absolutely love this dress and this bag. This bag is everything. I don't have a crazy amount of pieces to show you with this trend where it's kind of a basic but a little bit exaggerated. I do have a few things like these boots, just black boots, but like look how cool the heels on them are. This like black top, just a little bit of an elevated black top. I have a couple pieces like this, but you know, you kind of get the vision where I will post up some other photos as well of like examples, but just some things that you were like pushing the boundary for just a plain. Another example could just be like a basic white top like this, but a little bit more elevated. I think one of my favorite trends is the silver and the grommets and more like punky. I think that's not going anywhere with, you know, big chunky bracelets, specifically silver bracelets, bangles, big chunky jewelry in general, lots of studding, lots of silver studding, grommets, everything like that. Even like leopard print kind of fits into this category a little bit, which, you know, this is just me. Maybe some red, which look at this red jacket. Look at the grommets on this red jacket. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So this is my category. This is my category. Oh my God. I'm obsessed with this jacket. So good. Immediately. Yes. Immediately add to cart. You guys know I'm a leopard print girly through and through, and I'm happy to announce that I don't think it's going anywhere at all anytime soon. I feel like we're still going to be wearing leopard print a lot in cardigans, in bags, in coats specifically for the fall time. I think leopard print coats. Like, I think we're going to be still going for it. Cheetah, animal print, specifically this type of print. Also, maybe we're going to see a little bit more velvet, like black velvet or just velvet in general. I also have been loving like a pair of peep toe shoes, which is really weird. I don't like my toes, okay? But I feel like I could see a little bit of some peep toe sandals, shoes coming in to style. I also do feel like flats are still hot and heavy. However, I think we're going to start to see flats in a lot of different funky prints and patterns, not just the basic ones, like the basic black ones. I think those are still going to be big for the fall time, but I think just adding a little bit of extra oomph to some of the flats that we've been seeing. Actually, I have a pair I want to show you. I feel like something like these will be really big with a little tiny heel. I love these. Are so cute. I feel like you can get away with like just sneaking in the smallest little heel in a pair of flats, and I think that's the way to go. Like these ones here are my go-tos for styling and wearing, and they just give me a couple inches, and then I'm like 5'8", and I'm like, hello. I love this animal print dress. It is vintage Le Chateau. It is stunning. I am so obsessed. I got it when I was in Edmonton. I love. Purple is such a strange color to try to style, but like I don't hate it. I really do not hate it at all. And again, I don't know if I've already went over this. It's kind of giving the trend of color blocking or mix matching colors that you don't think would go with. Also green. I'm sorry that this t-shirt is so wrinkly, but green is also another big color that is popular. I think there's 5, and the green with the purple with the red. I actually do not dislike this outfit. I think it's kind of fun. Purple is a weird color to style, and I really did not think I liked the skirt that much, but I think it actually kind of works. Chocolate brown, another, I think it's more like a mocha brown, but what about an all like chocolate brown look? Kind of love this. You can either even put on a trench coat over top of it, or genuinely, what more does a girl need? Oh my God, this is getting me excited for the winter time. I should not be excited for the winter time. I only enjoy wearing the fur coats. That's the only good part about winter. I think we're losing our light a little bit, so I'm gonna finish this video here. Hope you guys enjoyed this little Depop and Talk 2025 fall trend forecast. We're obviously headed into, I'm getting too excited, I'm passing fall right into winter right now. But if you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Also, subscribe. If you guys saw something in this video that you're like, okay, I kind of like that, let me know. Send me a message on Instagram or email or whatever, because I'm pretty slow with getting things photographed, and I did not photograph everything that I showed. Obviously, that would have taken me 74 hours. I did about half of it. So I love you guys, and also check out my website. I am going to be uploading some things for my Canadians. I love you guys so much, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye!